Good morning, Wolfpack. Welcome to Wednesday morning. Today we're going to be doing exercises 16 to 21 of the original Joseph Pilates Matwork repertoire. There's some easy ones. There's actually none of them are really easy. They just appear easy, but to do them properly takes a little bit more work. So we'll just get on into it. There are 6 exercises and some of them can take a little bit of time to get into, so it might take a little bit longer than the 30 minutes, but you'll already know going into it. So try not to talk too much. Let's get going. So we'll just start with a little bit of a warm-up. We'll start with the roll downs. So chin goes to your chest. Drop your head down. C-curve through the back of your shirt. Reach down toward the floor. Come back up slowly. Head and chin come up last. Do that again. Nice and slow. Have a little dangle when you get there. Back up. Focus on a lovely round top of your back. Shirt up toward the ceiling. Each time you drop down, try to get a bit closer to the floor. I'm just going to do 2 more. Try to touch the floor by the time you get to the last one. Last one, and we're going to stay down when we get there. Bend the knees a little bit if you need to, palms flat on the mat. Walk yourself out into a pike position and just have a little rock up onto your toes, heels down to the mat, keeping your arms and your legs straight. Your knees down to the mat. Come into the 4-point kneeling position. Your hands are under your shoulders, your knees are under your hips. Lift up through the back of your shirt, chin goes to your chest, eyes go to your belly button. The front of your shirt to the mat. Paint your eyelashes along the floor, up the wall. Take your gaze to the ceiling. Swap over. And swap over. Really try to look further up the ceiling and drop the front of your shirt closer to the floor. Swap over. Big curve in the back of your shirt, like someone's pulling you. Swap. Try to look higher every time. Last one each way. Make the biggest curve in your shirt you can. And swap for the last time. Flat, and make your way down to the floor, laying on your belly, and then just rest on your elbows, legs out long behind you, toes pointed, and try to bring your knees or your feet together. Just keep them nice and tight together. Bring your shoulders. Bring your elbows in underneath your shoulders, so the top of your arms a nice straight line. down, and then look up toward the ceiling and push the mat away with your elbows. Look down again. Drop your head down to the mat or to your hands, and then push away again, looking up. Down. Up. And down. Last one, up. Try to lift all of the front of your shirt up off the mat. So you're not touching the mat until your pants, so all of your shirt's off. Look up and hold it up there. And then come back down. So the first exercise that we're going to do is the one leg kick. So part of that is this extension through the back. And then there's also some kicking, one leg at a time. So just come down, just palms flat on the mat in front of you, chin on your hands, legs out nice and long and strong, and then take one leg and kick your bottom, and then the other leg. Now this isn't a lazy sort of kick like that. This is a real snap kick. Snap. 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 Everything's really strong in your legs while you're kicking. Keep swapping over, alternating big hard kicks. 3, 2, 1. So you've got that. Come back onto your hands or onto your elbows. Up nice and tall, looking to the wall in front of you. And then kick with one leg, snap. Kick with the other. And you're doing the one leg kick. Keep your toes pointed. Legs glued together to the knees. And snap kick to your bottom. Harder than it looks, isn't it? 3, 2, 1, and laying down. Now just take your hands in front of you on the mat like you were before, nice and long. Legs nice and long, toes pointed, legs glued together. And then just take your hands, so hold your chin up off the mat. Take your hands and hold your hands just sort of relaxed at your back. Now what I'd like you to do is just sit up and push your hands away. So snap yourself up and push your hands away. Take your gaze up the wall as you sit up and really push the hands away. 3, 2, 1, relax. Bring your hands back in front of you. Just rest them comfortably. And then glue your legs together to your knees. And take your legs, just point your feet up toward the ceiling. Now what I'd like you to do, snap them down. Not all the way to the floor, just snap down until your feet are just above the mat. relax. Now we'll put that together for the double leg kick. So we'll get set up. Feet are pointed up toward the ceiling. Legs are all glued together. Hands just comfortably relaxed at your back. Just looking down toward the mat. Now snap your legs down, lift your head up, push the arms away. 10 all together. Keep the toes pointed. Legs glued together. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Another one that kind of looks easy, but really isn't. Bring yourself up onto your bottom on the mat. And just tuck yourself into a little ball. Those exercises give your lower back quite a bit of work. So just give them a little bit of a stretch out. Like curling yourself up. A little rock. All right. Now, we're going to be laying back, so make sure you've got enough mat behind you. Sitting up nice and tall, feet flat on the floor, knees bent. Just start with your hands behind you at the back of your thighs. Chin goes to your chest. Roll back, make that C curve in the back of your shirt, sit up tall. Roll back. If you'd like it to be a little bit more challenging, hold your arms out in front of you. Three, 2, 1. Sit up tall. Take your legs out long now. Toes pointed up toward the ceiling. Arms out in front. Same again. Just roll back. Chin goes to your chest. C curve through the back of your shirt. Sit up tall. Try and keep your toes pointed up toward the ceiling. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit up tall. Now take your hands behind your head. Toes pointed to the ceiling. Chin to your chest, roll down. Slowly, slowly, keep under control. Down to the floor. And come back up however works for you. Come back to the start position. Chin drops to your chest, curve through the back, roll them down. With control, nice and slowly. Come back up. Hands behind the head. Curling back. Coming back up. We'll do 2 more like that. And then we'll do the whole thing. This exercise is called neck pull. So it's kind of like the roll up, which we've done before. Okay, last one like that. Only this time, rather than the arms being up over the head and being able to be used to generate momentum, this time they're going to stay behind your head. So we're ready to go now. We've put all the pieces together. So, how do we start? Can't quite remember. Oh yeah. Alright. So laying down, flat on the mat, toes pointed up toward the ceiling, arms behind the back of your head. Hands behind the back of your head. Chin goes to your chest. C-curve through the back. And 3 pulses. Forehead down to your knees. And then roll back down. Start again. Rolling up. Now I need some momentum. So I sort of thrust myself up a little bit with my arms. You need to do that, that's okay. The goal though is to not do it. Oh, your feet might come up off the mat, also okay. Will happen less the stronger you get. Two more after this one. Make them your best yet. Slowly come down with control each time. Every time you do that, helps get you stronger as well. It's not just the sitting up part that does the work. Come back to sitting up tall, and that's neck pull. All right, now we're going to start doing some inverted stuff. So legs up over the head. Now we've done a roll over before, so we start almost like that actually. So start laying down on your mat, feet, hands down, palms down on the mat, feet up in the sky, legs straight, and just lift and lower your legs. And then just start to lift the bottom up off the mat. Now my legs have bent a bit. Yours can too. That's okay. The goal is to keep them straight. We'll get there when we get stronger. Okay, come on down. I need a bit more. Now we're going to roll up and over, just the once this time. So roll up and over as we've done before, legs nice and long, legs go up and over your head, toes come down toward the floor. This time it's going to be a little bit different in when we start rolling down, we're going to catch our hips in our hands. So feel free to watch while I do this so you can figure it out. Okay. So just get your legs up and over however works for you. Put your hands sort of at your hip bones at your waist and just start to roll down and just take the weight of your body in your hands. So push away and then come back into your hands. Okay. And when you've got a hold of yourself there, just get a bit of a feel what it's like to have your legs up in the air, holding onto your hips. And just get used to that feeling. Don't worry, we won't stay here long, we're just getting a feel for it right now. We're going to come down and have a quick rest in a minute before we do the scissors. Okay, now can you hold up there? People stronger than me get like back really straight. I'm not that strong yet. Hold it up, see how that feels. And then slowly come back down. Use your hands to help you down. Drop your legs down. Have a couple of big breaths. Because when you're all rolled up, you've got a whole lot less space for your lungs to be able to expand. So you don't get a lot of air in when you're inverted. So talking can be a bit hard. Alright. Now, get yourself back into that inverted position again. Legs up and over. Catch your hips. And then just drop one leg down toward your forehead, knee to your forehead. Do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down. Now I'm going to refer to what we just did then as a half scissor. So we had both legs straight up and we're just taking one down. Now the way the full scissor looks is both legs go like that. So what you just did was one. Now next time, now it might only be a small scissor for you. Just like that. Do the best you can. Okay. Up and over. Catch yourself. Make sure you've got a good grip. And scissor. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. You come on down. I'm going to show you what we're going to do next. So the next exercise we do is bicycle. Very similar, only this time we cycle. So there should always be one leg straight. So you shouldn't be sort of like this. One leg stays straight all the time. And we do a few in one direction, then we pause, we go back the other direction. That can be a bit of a mental challenge, and it's okay if you end up looking awkward. Alright, little breather. Then we do the same as we did for scissor. Legs up, over, legs up to the sky, and then we cycle. Let's get into our start position. Okay, legs up nice and straight. Drop one heel to your bottom, knee to your forehead, straighten, switch. Start off nice and slow till you get the hang of it. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change direction. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come on down. Whew. So there you've done scissors and bicycle. Oh, I don't know about you, I'm nearly pooped. Lucky we've only got one more exercise to do. So just have a little bit of a stretch out. Whatever works. Oh, actually, this last exercise is called shoulder bridge. Now, you probably think you know what's coming, but you don't, or you might not. Joseph Pilates didn't like to make things easy in any way. So, let's have a go. Come laying onto your back and bring your feet flat to the floor, knees bent, palms down by your side. And we'll start off just with some regular old bridges. So lift the waistband of your pants up toward the ceiling and lower back down. Lift and lower. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it up. Now, kind of wiggle your arms in a bit. You won't be staying here for long this time, but just get used to that feeling of your arms and your shoulders being sort of in under your body a bit more. Push your hips up really, really high toward the ceiling. Big squeeze through your bottom if that helps you. And then lower back down. Okay. Bring your knees in towards your chest. If your back needs that. Alright, so you might want to watch this. This is a little bit hard. So we're going to do another bridge, but this time we have to try to get our hands in under our hips. I find this incredibly challenging. I'm not entirely sure why, I just do. What you can do instead, if you can't get your hands in and under, you can stick, like if you've got a big thick cushion or something like that, in under your bottom to keep your bottom up, but that sort of almost defeats the purpose of the exercise. So anyway, it might help to put your feet a bit wider while you get into position. So push yourself up, and then you might have to lean away from one hand and hook onto your hip, and then lean away from the other, and then you end up in this really awkward position, and I've already got a glute cramp. And then just bring one leg up and put it down, and then lift the other one. Oh, I can't stay up there. Alright. And I have to tell you, it's a lot harder if you don't have the support under your hips to do this. Give it a go. So lift and lower, like that. Really drive your heel of the planted foot into the mat to hold you up while you lift the other leg. 3, 2, 1, and come down. Really try and stay up in that bridge with your hands under your hips if you can. It will make it easier for you. You'll be much more stable. My back just doesn't want to go there today. Okay, so next time, or this time, come into your bridge, take the leg out long, lift it up, out long, and back to start. Then swap over other side, long, lift, lower, back to start. Keep going like that. Three more each side. I'm starting to puff. Last one, each side. step away. Do try and stay up on your hands, behind your hips, if you can. Alright, watch me if you want, or come along if you feel you're ready to go. So up into your bridge, take one leg up straight and lift and lower. Oh, already got a hamstring cramp. Keep going. Then come back into the bridge when you're ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower back down. Stretch out your hamstring if it's cramping like mine is. Goodness me, Mr. Pilates, you made it hard. Alright, when you're ready, this is our last little bit of work and then we're going to have a cool down. So come along with me. Into your bridge, other leg this time, straight up, lift and lower. Oh, goodness me, already cramping. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it down. Oh, roll yourself into a little ball. So the good news about a cramp is you are working a muscle that doesn't normally get worked. No. If you get a cramp, it hurts, but it means you're doing something you should be doing more of. Okay. Come up into sitting. Whew. Cross your legs. Sit up nice and tall. Take one arm overhead. Do that mermaid stretch we all love so much. Last ones. Come back to centre. And whichever leg is in the front, take the opposite hand to that knee and just twist yourself around. Look over your shoulder to the wall behind you. Take a big deep breath and then twist a little bit further as you exhale. Come back to centre. Swap your legs over. Opposite hand to the knee in front. And twist. Big deep breath. And go a little further. Come back to centre. Put the soles of your feet together. And just apply gentle pressure with your elbows to the inside of your knees. Drop your head down. Big deep breath. Roll yourself up. Grab onto your ankles, arms straight. Push your chest up toward the ceiling. Your eyes up toward the sky. Come back to centre and you're done. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you have a really lovely Wednesday and I'll see you when I see you. Bye, Wolfpack.